Good, happy Saturday morning. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, traffic gets heavy as holiday weekend begins. Traffic started getting heavy Friday afternoon at the unofficial kickoff to the summer season. Bears causing problems statewide. I was alarmed when I heard rumors of a bear killing pets near my house this week. While I found nearly all reports were unsustainable, bears are behaving badly right now across the state, and people are largely to blame. Traffic gets heavy as holiday weekend begins. Tourism officials expect this weekend and season to be a record setter. Officials warn public to leave seal pups on beach alone. Officials are warning the public to avoid seal pups on the beach ahead of Memorial Day weekend. Rockingham Park to be sold, new charitable gaming venues sought. With a closing date of August 3rd, 200 Rockingham employees as well as numerous charitable organizations in southern New Hampshire will be on the losing side. Advocate applauds victim who spoke at Kibbe's hearing. Victim advocates said Friday that while a guilty plea entered by a man accused of kidnapping and sexually assaulting a teenager girl will bring some closure to his victim, her relentlessness and strength will help her move forward. Lake region ready for Memorial Day. Businesses in the Lakes region were ready for an influx of visitors over the Memorial Day weekend. Agreement in place to sell Rockingham Park. The first horse racetrack built in New England has been sold. Former sheriff's deputy sentenced for sexually assaulting inmate. A former Belknap County Sheriff's deputy convicted of sexually assaulting a female inmate was sentenced to prison Friday. Paralympic gold medalist Victoria Arlen takes first steps in 10 years. New Hampshire native Victoria Arlen announced on Friday that she is walking again, a felt feat that doctors said was impossible. Senate Majority PAC to resume attacks on Ayotte with 1 million ad buy. The Senate Majority PAC pro-Democratic Super PAC affiliated with U.S. Senate Democratic leader Harry Reid will return to the television airways attacking Republican Senator Kelly Ayotte next week. Deadline to change party registration before state primary approaches. At every primary election, officials encounter voters who are upset because they are not registered with the party in which they would like to vote, said state officials Friday. Students evacuated from Bow High School after bomb threat. Students at Bow High School were evacuated Friday morning after a bomb threat was called into the school, officials said. 2 killed, 1 injured and crash at airport in Swansea. 2 people were killed and another was seriously injured Thursday night when a car crashed into a building at Delunt Hopkins Airport. Clashes erupt on San Diego streets after Trump rally. Donald Trump rallied thousands of supporters here Friday afternoon, but left town just as hundreds of police officers were struggling to contain skirmishes between his backers and the thousands of protesters who filled the streets. Bridgewater secures $2 million in state aid. The world's biggest hedge fund has secured $2 million of financial assistance from the government of Connecticut in the latest sign of stretch U.S. state vying to retain their wealthiest taxpayers and prevent jobs moving elsewhere. Turkey says 104 ISIS militants killed in air and land strikes. Turkey's state-run news agency says U.S.-led coalition airstrikes in Turkish Arlington fire against the Islamic group in Syria have killed 104 militants. And we just want to let you all know there is something exciting happening in the Queen City in Manchester, New Hampshire. The show Cops have arrived in Manchester and here to stay. The production company who does the show Cops is now riding with Manchester PD, preparing footage for episodes of Cops. We can all hear the song playing in our head, but now we will know the location as we start watching episode filmed here in the Queen City. When asked the crew how long they would be here, they advised several weeks, possibly 20. So that is exciting. The show Cops is filming in Manchester, New Hampshire with the Manchester Police Department. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday. Goodbye, everyone.